Hi there, welcome to your mat. Welcome to Anywhere, Anytime Yoga. My name is Ashley, you can call me Ash. I'll be guiding you through a 10-minute full body practice. Squeeze this in at any time in your day. Go ahead, put on some comfortable clothing, grab your yoga mat, and we'll get started. All right, now even though this practice is only 10 minutes, we're gonna try and squeeze in some strengthening and some stretching. We'll begin in downward facing dog. Make your way into tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees, and then walk your knees back a couple inches, tuck your toes, and then start to lift your hips up and back. Now if it's your first down dog of the day, you can keep a slight bend in your knees. Keep your heels slightly lifted. Now we want our hands about shoulder width apart or wider, and we want our feet are about hip width apart or narrower. And then start here just feeling your downward dog. Connecting with your body, letting go of your thoughts, just feeling into how this pose feels for you. Then maybe we start a little movement, start to shake the head from side to side. And as we do this, we'll let go of any thoughts that will not serve us for the next 10 minutes. Try to stay present, feeling into the body, and focusing on the breath. And once you've fully released your head and your neck, you can start to pedal out the feet. Bend one knee and lower the opposite heel. And then from here, we can start a little sway the hips from side to side. So as you bend your right knee, sway your hips to the right. And then as you bend your left knee, sway your hips to the left. All right, and then from here, let's take an inhale, high to the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and tiptoe to the front of your mat. Land in a forward fold, knees are slightly bent. Release the arms, crown of the head. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Again, maybe a little sway forward and back, or a little sway side to side. Fully decompress that spine. No strain in the neck. And then start to release your arms. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your legs, hands to shins, find a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Now we stand. Inhale to rise. Strong legs as you reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment here. It's our first time standing in our practice. You can release your arms down by your sides. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Just take a deep breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. All right, sun salutation A. Inhale to reach high. Exhale to forward fold. Soft knees as you fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins. Find a nice straight spine. And as you exhale, plant your hands and come to a plank. Take an inhale to engage your muscles. And as you exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to tabletop. And then sit your hips back towards your heels. Feel a little stretch here. Almost like a child's pose. Your knees are just in tabletop. All right, now as you inhale, come back to neutral. We're gonna find bear pose here. So again, tuck the toes, spread your fingers nice and wide. Keep those shoulders stacked over your wrists and your hips stacked over your knees. And then engage your core. Tuck in those lower ribs. Hug your belly button towards the spine. Maybe even lock your elbows. Take an inhale here. And then start to hover your knees. And see if you can breathe in this pose. Maybe find a drishti, a focal point for your eyes. And just fix your eyes on that spot. Now we're going to move from bear to downward dog. Inhale, lift your hips up and back. And then exhale, hover your knees in bear. Good. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, come forward into bear. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, hover in bear pose. Good. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Soften your knees and allow them to reach the mat. Untuck your toes, spread the fingers wider. Let's do 3 cat-cows. Inhale to cow, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, look up. Exhale to cat, tuck the tailbone, press the floor away, look to the belly. Inhale to cow, tailbone moves first, head moves last. Exhale to cat. 1 more time. Try to get full range of motion of your spine. Good, and then from here, let's come back to neutral tabletop now. Depending on where you are in your mat, we're gonna move to a plank. So see if you can tuck your toes, and then lift your knees. Try to find your body in a straight line, crown of the head, all the way to the heels. All right, now from here, let's inhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. And exhale, just pause here. Now bring your left foot closer to the center of the mat. Inhale the right leg high. And as you exhale, can you shift forward into 3-legged plank? Keep hovering that right leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Reach the leg high. Exhale, 3-legged plank. Working our shoulders, core is tight. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, 3-legged plank. Well done. Lower the right foot to the center of the mat. Inhale, left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, 3-legged plank. Inhale, left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, 3-legged plank. 1 more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, come on back. Lower your left toes, lower your knees, mat width apart, or at least wider than your hips. And then stick your hips back for your child's pose. Take a moment here to pause. All right, and then slide your hands towards your body. Press yourself up to tabletop. Now we're gonna stretch the wrists a little bit. So when you're in tabletop, your middle fingers are pointing straight ahead. Let's start by picking up the right hand. Place the top of the hand on the mat. So now your middle finger is pointing towards your right knee. Add a little bit of pressure to the top of the right hand. And then pick up the hand, return, and do the other side. Pick up your left hand, place the top of the hand on the mat, and now the middle finger is pointing towards your knee. Add a little bit of pressure. Feel the stretch in the top of the wrist. Pick up the hand and return. 1 more each side. And other side. Well done. Now from here, we're going to find ourselves in seated. So go ahead and swing your legs out in front of you. Now we're going to place our hands behind our hips. And we're going to have our middle fingers pointing towards our feet. Spread your fingers wide. We'll start with reverse tabletop. So your feet are hip distance apart. Engage your core, and as you inhale, lift your hips up, just like tabletop, but it's reversed. Now maybe you look up to the ceiling, or if you feel confident, maybe you release your head behind you. Look to the wall behind you. Keep squeezing those glutes to lift those hips. Leg muscles are strong, arm muscles are strong. Take 1 more deep breath and slowly lower your hips. Slowly return your head. Maybe enjoy a little windshield wiper at the knees. Now you can do reverse tabletop again, or maybe this time reverse plank. So if you want to straighten your legs, point your toes, middle fingers pointing towards the bottom of your mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and then as you inhale, lift your hips. Try to get your toes on the mat and find your body in a straight line. 1 more deep breath and slowly lower down. Good. Bend your knees, plant your feet, little windshield wiper. All right, from here we're going to lay down. So when you're ready, you can hold on to the back of your thighs or reach your arms forward and slowly roll down 1 vertebra at a time. And then bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, hug your thighs in nice and tight. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Find yourself in a tight little ball. Release your head, come to cactus arms, and then plant your feet mat distance. Enjoy a little windshield wiper of the knees. All right, from here, let's let the knees stay to the right. Option to pick up your right foot and place it on the outer edge of your left thigh. Turn your head over the left shoulder. Deep belly breath in. Nice slow belly breath out. One more deep breath. Remove your foot from your thigh. Inhale your knees and your head back to center. Enjoy a windshield wiper. And then next time the knees fall left, leave them there. Option to pick up the left foot, place it on the outer edge of your right thigh. Turn your head over your right shoulder. Deep breath in. Nice slow breath out. One more deep breath. Okay, remove your foot from your thigh. Inhale everything back to center. Now, as you lower your arms down by your sides, I'll give you a couple options. You can lift your feet up to the ceiling. Find that spot where you're able to sort of hover your ankles over your hips, and it's almost effortless. Waterfall pose or legs at the wall without the wall. You can stay here for a minute to two of just silent meditation. Or you can plant your feet a little bit wider than your hips and allow your knees to touch. If you choose Ardha Shavasana, just make sure you untuck your tailbone so the lower back can rest. Final option is regular Shavasana. Extend your legs long, let your feet turn out to the sides. Turn your palms face up, maybe even tuck those shoulder blades underneath you. And as you close your eyes, settle into stillness. Whether you're in waterfall pose, whether you're in Ardha Shavasana, or whether you're in regular Shavasana. I will play about 1.5 minutes, up to 2 minutes of calming, soft music. Do your best to stay present, being mindful of how your body feels. Find that connection with your breath. And as you hear the music fade away or come to a stop, you'll know it's time to come back. Thank you so much for joining me. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.